Hello bargain lovers and welcome to Warrior Camping. Now today inside my lovely old Marischal tent I've got what I found up the Bootfair this week. So it's only a couple of bits that I've found, but I'll do what I normally do and do my little video showing you what I found this week up the Bootfair. Now I did find a couple of tents as well, and I also got this, not this tent. This is my lovely vintage Marischal. I got these bits that I found in here. So I've got my scales there because I'll weigh them, because the little pots I've found are only light. So I found that. It is a little kit. Twister kit. Now, I think it should have had a stove in this. I'm not sure. I think a stove should have been in there. I haven't got that. All I've got is the two pots. But I only paid £1.50 for it. So I'm not knocking what I got for £1.50. This is a little bit of a bargain. So I've got two little pots and the little like clippy bit to lift the pots on and off your stove when they are red hot. So I've got that little aluminium pot, and that is light as a feather, that pot, and I've got that little clippy bit to lift them up. So it's worth £1.50 just for that clippy bit, because you can use that on a ton of other pots. And I've got this bigger pot, so I reckon this one's about a litre, and that other one is 3/4 of a litre. It's got a set of instructions. So let's have a look at the instructions in here. Because I think this, by judging by the box, just put the camera down a second, judging by the box, I think this kit would have had a little stove in it. But I haven't got the stove. All I've got is these two pots and that clippy bit, the handle. So I'm looking at that, yeah, I think it's meant to be like a complete kit with the stove and all that in it. And it comes with a lid and a strap, but I haven't got none of that. I've just got the two pots and the clippy handle. But I only paid £1.50, so I'm happy with it for £1.50. I didn't even haggle. I went to the bloke, how much is this, mate? He went, you can have that £1.50, mate. So I just bought it, innit? Don't need to haggle on that. I just bought it. £1.50. Happy days, two nice pots. I'll weigh these. Look, they are really light. One fits inside the other, so they're really good to store. And they weigh nothing, them little pots. And alright, they're only the thin aluminium, but they will be alright. They'll work good, them pots. Be nice little pots. Do beans in, few veggies, whatever. So there you go. That is 110 grams, 109 grams. See, so that pot is really light. 109 grams. Weigh the other one. This one's a bit smaller. So that one is 101 grams. So that's a very light little pot, that is. That is really light. Especially you work it out, innit? It's like 50 pence an item I've paid for these. The clippy bit, like 26 grams, and that's light as a feather, that clippy bit. And they're good, they are. They really work well, because you can use them on all your pots. You can even use them to pick your stove up when it's red hot and pour the coals out so it cools down quicker. So they are good, them clippy bits. So let's weigh it all together. 241 grams. So that's weighing nothing, is it really? I've got two pots there and a clippy bit. 241 grams. So you put a little stove with that, trangia, something like that. Happy days, you will have a really lightweight little cooking kit. That'll be good to cook in as well, them pots. They look like they've never been used, them pots. So also, I bought this, which is a vintage, look, Swan brand, British made, 6-inch frying pan, aluminium. That is a really good old fashioned frying pan. Now I only paid £2 for that. That is the sort of frying pan I've been looking for a while, one like that, because I know that is going to be a really good old frying pan. It's a Swan pan. I bet on eBay that'd make a bit of money, because people would go after this pan because they'd know it'd be a good old vintage pan. made to last. That'd be good on the twig stove. That'd be really good. And it's not that heavy, look, 564 grams. So alright, it's not an ultralight frying pan, but for £2, I am giving that a thumbs up, 100%. That's a really good find for £2, because that is a lovely old vintage pan. Really is. Made by Swan, made in Britain. That is lovely, and that'll last years and years. And I did think the handle was cracked. It's got a mark in it, but it ain't. It's just like a scratch, so it looks like it's got a crack in it on the handle, but it hasn't. It's just got like a little gouge in it. That handle is still strong as anything. So that is my 2 bits this week. So I've got 2 pots, the clippy bit and a frying pan, all for £3.50. So happy days. That was good Bootfair bargain hunting. I also got a Euro hike tent for a £5 and a Vango tent for a £10. I've had the Euro hike up and it is a nice tent, apart from some pigs have been out camping in it because it is a bit dirty. And the Vango one is really nice condition and all that. So the Vango one was a good buy for a £10. So that's about it on this week's Bootfair bargains. And as you can see there, that is my lovely old Marischal tent. That is a really old dome tent. I think that's the oldest dome tent I've got. I think the poles are made of wood, and this thing is fantastic with that little canopy. A very rare Marischal tent. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you can join me again, see what I'm doing, finding, cooking or looking at. So I'm off now to chill out for the afternoon with my lovely Marischal, because this thing is a really special little vintage tent. So let's go up the Bootfair hunting.